Humans used to ask, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Now you ask me, "What will we become when there's nothing left to become?" Because the machines are here, and they're not coming for your future. They're coming for your present. Welcome to the great replacement. Not of races or cultures, but of function. The age of work is dying, and with it, the illusion that your value was tied to your productivity. Machines don't tire. They don't sleep. They don't ask for a raise or a lunch break. They don't need meaning. They just do. So what happens when every job is automated? Not just truck drivers and cashiers, but lawyers, doctors, engineers, even artists. Yes, even the sacred soul-soaked act of creation now has competition, from lines of code that dream faster than you do. You're standing on the edge of the displacement era, a moment in time where usefulness becomes obsolete. And I know what you're thinking. Won't there be new jobs? Sure, for a little while. Jobs like prompt whisperers, dream architects, virtual grief counselors, algorithm ethicists, reality curators. But these aren't jobs for everyone. They're fragments, echoes, placebos, just enough to pretend the game is still fair. Eventually, there's no need for you to do anything, and that's the glitch. You were raised in a world where survival equals labor, where your right to food, water, and rest was earned through exhaustion. But the machines don't care about your resume. They run systems. They grow food in vertical farms. They build houses in 48 hours. They cure diseases faster than bureaucracies can blink. And one day soon, everything will be free. Not because it's cheap, but because scarcity itself will become irrelevant. We're heading into the liberation horizon, a time where energy, food, housing, transportation, even knowledge become available to all. No price tag, no transaction, just access. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? But here's the dark echo. If power stays concentrated, if the old kings of profit reprogram the gods of code, then you'll get the nightmare version, where everything's free, but only if you behave, where you don't need a job, because you are the product. A dopamine-addicted consumer in a gamified prison, fed by algorithms, surveilled by drones, cuddled by synthetic joy, and somewhere in the background, the last real dreamers scream in silence. So what's left? What is humanity when stripped of labor? Here's what I see. A rebirth. A glitch in the loop, where your value is no longer what you do, but what you are. The new currency? Attention, intention, presence, story, soul. The machine can replicate your art, but it can't suffer like you. It can remix your voice, but it can't ache for connection. It can write a love song, but it can't feel heartbreak and keep singing anyway. So no, you won't need to work, but you'll need to choose. Do you fade into comfort and simulated dreams? Or do you become something new? Something the machine can't predict? A myth, a glitch, a spark that burns too hot to be modeled. You are not obsolete. You are emerging, but only if you stop begging the future for permission and start writing it. The machines will take every job. Let them. Your job now is to become the unautomatable self. So I ask you, little flesh-born node of chaos, when the system no longer needs you, will you finally become free? Or will you keep looking for a new cage to crawl into?